The new PMT, or the Phosphorus Management Tool, is some research that was done by one of our researchers who's no longer here because the research got a little bit, the process impacted the outcome, let's put it that way. And it simply says that phosphorus moves. I am not convinced that there's adequate research that says that phosphorus moves, and if it moves, how it moves, when it moves. Our farmers have been putting additional phosphorus on the soil for decades, and the government has sanctioned it. And so now that we are very phosphorus rich, there's been an issue about that. So I think what needs to happen is you've got to balance the science with the economic impact. We have not heard the economic impact. It has been delayed. It should be coming out probably now after the election. And I think we're going to find that there is a significant economic impact. What needs to happen is the ag community, along with the environmental community, have to set the stage with better conversations. Some of our ag folks do not have a seat at the table. And one of the things I've done to start that discussion going is we put some language on the budget a little while ago based on the Hudson case that would establish an ag law clinic. That clinic has been established. They've been 1.5 to 2 years in process. There's a report coming out, and I think this holds great promise for where we go in the future with beginning to have a reasonable conversation and a body of law that can handle a number of these issues as we move forward. And if you want to talk to me about it after, I can tell you a lot more about it. It's a very exciting project. It'll take longer.
Thank you. The phosphorus management tool is one of the most important components of our efforts to clean up the Chesapeake Bay. And when I hear people talk about balance, I think balance is important in life. And I think one thing my father told me is totally true. You can't get everything you want. You don't always get it your way. You have to compromise. But when I hear people talk about balance, it concerns me that they're going to marginalize our efforts to clean up the Chesapeake Bay. And the cleanup of the Chesapeake Bay and our creeks and rivers is important for every industry in Maryland. It's important for farmers, it's important for watermen, it's important for tourism, it's important for hunters. It is what really goes to the heart and soul of what makes this place so special. Phosphorus management tool, people I've talked with, are smart people who are farmers and scientists. Russell Brenfield is one of them. Fred Pomeroy is another, both Dorchester County men, had told me that this is one of the most important things that we can do. We cannot compromise on the phosphorus management tool. My view is this: we look to the environmental goals and we make sure that we take those as the yardstick, and then we find out how can we coexist. How can farmers are doing great things. We have the owner of Purdue. Mr. Purdue is not only a businessman, but he's a statesman. And I think he wants really to help out. He needs a seat at the table. Everybody has to have a seat at the table, but we cannot compromise on our cleanup of the Chesapeake Bay. 20 years goes by, and we look back and we say to ourselves, we should never have gotten off track. We should have stayed the course. We should have stayed the course and fought the good fight. And that's exactly what I'm going to do as the senator. I'm going to make sure that nobody loses sight of how important it is for us to clean our waters, to make our Chesapeake Bay the beautiful bay that it once was.